Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And I guess this is a daily dose of dismal Disney because Disney owns ABC News, and now they have to apologize to Donald Trump and pay $15 million to settle a defamation suit.
What about The View?
Yeah,
why aren't they getting sued and having to apologize to a lot of people for a lot of different things?
Right? Yeah. Why doesn't The View have to apologize? Yeah. So this is interesting. This is another sign that things are changing very, very quickly. I can't imagine ABC News settling 6 months ago, but now that he's going to be president again, and we're going to talk about this in another video, that everything is sort of going back to at least back to center, if not pushing a little bit further right, which we'll see where that goes. But everybody is lining up to kiss Donald's ring.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how quickly. I don't think they thought, honestly, that he was going to win, and they're like, oh crap.
You know, yeah, some of them and other people, I think they thought so, or they wanted him to, so that's why they stepped back, because they knew they'd make more money if he did. But that's a whole other story.
So let's come with me if you want to live. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to clownfishminus.com. You can get exclusive content, early content. We also have lots of merch out there, guys. Check out our merch. Thank you very much for the support. That content is also mirrored on clownfishtv.locals.com. This is coming from the Hollywood Reporter, guys. This isn't like Breitbart. This isn't even Fox News. ABC News has to apologize and pay $15 million to settle a defamation suit brought by the president-elect Donald Trump. The money will be donated to a presidential foundation and museum established by Trump.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, ABC News is going to pay $15 million to settle a defamation lawsuit and will release a statement of regret over the comments from Good Morning America and This Week anchor George Stephanopoulos that sparked the suit.
What did he say?
Well, we're getting there.
Okay, they did say? Okay.
Yeah, it had something to do about the grape. I just dropped that G off of there. I don't know if I can say the R word this early in the video.
Okay, I get you now. I get you. Okay, I was very confused for a minute. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, he doesn't like grape
Forcible
jelly.
relations.
Grape jelly means something completely different in that context. This is according to a copy of the settlement, which was filed Saturday and signed by Trump and the anchor, as well as ABC News and stations chief Deborah O'Connell. Per the settlement, ABC News and Stephanopoulos, might be coming out of his paycheck, are going to have to pay $15 million to this presidential foundation and museum. The payment must be made within 10 days and placed in escrow until such a foundation or museum has been established. They're also going to pay $1 million in fees for Trump's attorney. So they have to pay the fees too, legal fees.
So $16 million, technically.
$16 million, yeah. In a statement to the Hollywood Reporter, an ABC News spokesperson said, We are pleased. No, they're not. We are pleased that the parties have reached an agreement to dismiss the lawsuit on the terms in the court filing.
You know what? You know what's interesting to me? They can move really dang fast about that. But you have a wrongful death suit and other things that happen, and they just drag it out forever. But when it comes to this kind of thing, they hurry up and settle.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying.
Well, I have to wonder if they're not afraid that it's going to open Pandora's box. And, you know, I don't know what's going to go down with the Gina Carano situation either, because, you know, that's another lawsuit against Disney. And I think they're going to do whatever they can do to avoid discovery.
Yeah, but here's the kicker. They've already gotten slapped down twice. I don't think there's any avoiding discovery at this point.
No.
You know?
And my understanding is she does not want to settle. She wants to go to discovery. So yeah, ABC News, in addition, will add an editor's note to the bottom of the March online article that's at the heart of it. So this is a blog post.
Okay.
Right? This isn't even, it wasn't even on air. The online article that is at the heart of the suit, stating that ABC News and George Stephanopoulos regret statements regarding President Donald J. Trump made during an interview by George Stephanopoulos with Rep. Nancy Mace on ABC's This Week on March 10th, 2024. Trump filed the suit against Stephanopoulos after the anchor asserted that Trump was found liable for grape. Drop
the G.
In a civil case during the contentious interview with Mace on the ABC Sunday Public Affairs show. Settlement comes the day after both Trump and Stephanopoulos were ordered to sit for deposition. They don't want to do that. So they're willing. I mean,
So they settled when they thought it was going to get pushed further, which is typical for Disney. But like you said, in Gina Carano's situation, she's like, no, we're gonna keep going, which I don't blame her.
We're gonna ride this mouse.
I'm with her on that one, 100%,
all the way to the end.
Yep.
Ride that mouse.
Because I'd be wanting to see too what was said, what was done, who said what. I want to know too. I don't blame her.
So this is part of a larger trend, I guess, that it does seem like everything's coming up Trump.
And they all keep going to his place. Mar-a-Lago. Yeah. He doesn't have to come to them. They all go to him.
They're all lining up to kiss Trump's ring. This is the Apple CEO. And he was one of the first ones, Tim Cook, he was actually one of the first ones to congratulate Trump on winning. And they're going to Mar-a-Lago. We had Zuckerberg kissing his ring. We have a conversation with the head of Google. And this is going to be really interesting because a couple of months ago, this came from Fox Business. Google immediately censored ads featuring Trump, but not Harris, execs say. And I'm sure this is about internet censorship. We know a lot of conservative-leaning outlets were censored. We know that if you mentioned Trump in any capacity on their platforms,
I know we can't promote videos.
Yes, this is true. You're not allowed to boost or promote any videos or content that has anything to do with the election,
even though the election's over.
And what's weird about that, even though the election's over, what's weird about that is I'm seeing all kinds of ads, or I saw all kinds of ads on websites and on YouTube for politics, right? Or for super PACs, or for organizations that clearly had a political bias. But they won't. Yeah. So it's going to be really interesting, I think, the next couple of months to see what happens.
Well, Google has a lot. They're in trouble a lot of ways. They're getting sued. They're getting, there's the DOJ is isn't the DOJ going after them?
Yeah. Well, there's that. And then Rumble, I can't say, well, that's the other R word. Not allowed to say grape and grumble, I guess. We're going to call it grape and grumble. But they're going after Google because they said that Google basically tanked their ad operation. And that, Grumble is backed by Peter Thiel, and he's connected to Elon Musk, and he also is, I believe, a Trump supporter at this point. So it's going to be really interesting. I mean, I think things are going to change so quickly that people are going to get whiplash, and it's already happening. I mean, my thing is, I honestly didn't think it was going to be this easy, to tell you the truth. I thought even if he got elected, there's going to be months of lawsuits and months of, contesting.
But suddenly they're all settling and all this other stuff. It's like, wow, that was fast.
As if by magic.
Look, I just want to go back to center. I don't really want it to go too far either way. Let's just go back to the middle, and then, where most people are, where either they might lean a little right or lean a little left, but they're mostly in the middle, and that's what most people want. Just stop the insanity. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Google even, and I do remember this.
I remember that too.
Back when the Butler incident happened, the Butlerian jihad, back when that happened, it wouldn't even auto-complete it. Like, all the news was buried. And I remember people were like, yeah, there were loud noises at a Trump rally. And gosh, I don't know what it is. All the journalists are all playing stupid. They're like, yeah.
Oh, playing.
It was just like, there was like, we don't know if somebody set off a firecracker or there was a really loud fart, but there was a loud noise. And I don't know if on his face, if that's, like ketchup or something.
He was eating a hot dog and it just squirted all over.
I mean, it was very obvious what happened. And unfortunately, somebody died, but it was very obvious what happened. And they would not call it an assassination.
Some would, others wouldn't. After a couple of days, they had to because everybody was like, wait a minute. But yeah, it's just this whole thing. But back to the main point of this, which is, so ABC, Disney, had to admit wrong and apologize. Well, they're making the anchor admit wrong and apologize and pay the money, $16 million when you figure the legal fees.
Yeah,
and I think it's going to continue because there are some people that are going after him. All those, not all, but almost all those lawsuits have suddenly disappeared or been dismissed. A lot of them were dismissed because they were trying really hard to make sure he didn't get in. And now they're suddenly being dismissed.
It's just so weird. I mean, it's almost like they tried so hard to get rid of him, and when it became obvious that he wasn't going away, they're just like, well, can't beat him, join him.
Here's the thing. I remember when we were kids and stuff that, people would run for office and they'd win an election or whatever. And then they'd still work together to get stuff done and work for people. Most of the time. They still had their issues sometimes. But now, like I'd say in the last 20 years or so, as soon as somebody's elected, the other group side's campaigning immediately for the next election and nothing gets done.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I would love if they'd all work together and try to do their damn jobs. That would be refreshing change.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, but I do believe that the media is definitely going to be underneath a microscope at this point, because we're seeing like so many of these media outlets lay off. I mean, it's like every day you're hearing about layoffs, consolidations, and I think that, like you said, I think some people knew that this was coming because we had, Bezos and the guy that owns the LA Times kind of being like, preemptively, don't support a candidate. Got a feeling Trump's going to win. Please, God, I hope Trump wins because we need money, and Harris isn't going to make us any money.
Harris can't even manage her own money.
Right.
Are we going to wrap this up?
We're going to wrap this one up, guys. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.